welcome to India. How does it feel like coming here for this Delhi Half
स्टेज
Marathon?
पे नहीं Well, first of all, it feels like Houston is high school. और 15-20 चेयर सामने में No, I'm excited about it. It's interesting that I've been to this event before, and to be back here to see the change and the social, with whether it's women, the cultural, the environmental changes are just incredible, and I think it's just a wonderful event for India, really for anywhere in the world. I'm excited to be back. Hi, Carl. You talked about Usain Bolt in your briefing right now. So, do you think that the 958 is achievable by anyone? Like, can someone go like 9.57? Well, I don't think it's going to be anyone's going to break it anytime soon. No, I don't. I just don't. I don't think right now. 200-meter what? There's probably a better shot at that. I definitely think it's a better shot at that, but I think the hundreds is away for a while. And talking about the culture here in India, when you talk about marathons and the running culture is picking up here a bit. So how do you see the future? Talking about the country, the kind of talent pool that we have. So how do you see it as a whole? That can India also one day get to the top of the world and be there where you reached? Well, what happens is that you start with a culture, and then you build the infrastructure. What India is going to need to do is really invest one way or another. That's through corporate sponsorship, through governmental support. They're going to have to invest in the children and develop the children. The United States has a youth program that's named AAU and USATF that are incredible. And then they have the collegiate system. That's incredible. That's already set up. That's why we have success, because we have those institutions. Once, as India builds those institutions, they already have the culture. Build those institutions. I guarantee you, with all the people that live here, they'll have success in all the events. There's one youngster that is coming up in our country, is Animesh Kochur, and he's been doing really well when it comes to sprinting. So, do you think that if he ever approaches you, will you be able to guide him? Well, how old is he now? Like, Subhashish, how old is he? Animesh Kochur, 22. 22. Oh, he's 22.
Yeah.
Okay. If he reaches out, it's available. I don't work with a lot of kids that are not in college. That's just my thing. But India is a place that I've talked to before. About 15 years ago, we talked about doing something here. So I'd be open to that. Yes.
As the international event ambassador, how do you think the Vedanta Delhi Half Marathon empowering both elite and amateur runners to break barriers and build a stronger running culture across India?
Well, I think that's important. I think number one, breaking barriers is what's interesting, and that's what's unique. Because if that's a theme, it's an incredible theme that's powerful to everyone in the country. And the other thing is not only just breaking them, but showing it and showing the changes and the cultural shifts it has from sports. It's incredible when you have these people, amateurs, and in our sport, people that are being paid or professionals in the same race. Because, I think about this. If you see an Olympic champion or a great person, you go to the Olympic Games, you go to the World Championships, you see them compete, you watch them, you love them, but you can't compete with them. But the beauty of road running and road racing, which is the core of track and field now, it is the core. It's the most money, the most supported, and the most developed. You could say, "Oh, I ran with him, I ran with her." That's an incredible thing, and you could be inspired and be in that same race. And many times they're inspired by seeing things that other people do.
Carl, you have set the standard yourself in an Olympic legend. If you see Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt are spoken about same breath as you, how do you see their legacy? What you admire most about them?
Well, whether it's Michael or Usain or any athlete, it's what you leave. I think we are all challenged with the opportunity to leave something more than ourselves. Your career is just a conduit to make a difference in other areas. So how do you use that incredible career? I was so fortunate to have incredible parents, and great family, the best coach of the 20th century. Talent was there, grit and desire. But at the end, what did I use? Take all of that and use it for others. And so we're all judged. I know Michael has his foundation, and so doing because he's dealt with issues. So I think we're ultimately all going to be judged based on what we did after our sport or beyond our sport, because that's the hardest part of our life.
One last question. One last question.
What would you rate Carl Lewis a better sprinter or Carl Lewis a better long jumper?
Oh, I was a long jumper.
Carl,
Simple.
One last question.
you were there, I think 1989 and 1990. I think the same stadium. You were against the Australian runner.
Sorry.
you were there, I think,
Oh, maybe,
in
yes.
1990 or 1989.
89, I was in
Yes,
school.
yes, yeah, against that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can
80,
recall that
it was
movie.
89,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes. This seems
You were running here in this stadium, 1989.
89,
I
yeah,
came
yeah,
here
yeah.
to watch you.
Yes.
You ran against
Australian
a lot
runner.
of people, including Andreas Berger from Austria.
Yeah, I remember, and he got popped. Anyway, so no, look, he won that day, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
actually,
yes, yes, yes.
actually, we both won. But anyway, it was wonderful because I obviously had never been here before. The greatest pleasure I've received from athletics is travel. I mean, we just had a wonderful lunch today, and because I love Indian food, I like every food. That's one of my problems. But it was it's just incredible to have the opportunity to be here. When you're growing up, you hear about all these countries and cultures, and I am so much better because I've done it. I live in Houston, which is between Houston and New York, the most diverse cities in America, and there's culture and food and language everywhere. And the fact that I was able to go to most of those before they even came to us is just incredible.
And did you get a chance to have a go at cricket? Cricket is very popular in the
Yeah,
country.
oh yeah, I know. I'm gonna tell you something. I was at about 10 years or so, maybe no, it was longer ago. I was here, and I had lunch with VJ Armitage, and he finally told me how to score cricket. So thank you, VJ. I never, and I knew him not much for tennis, because I knew him because of Octopussy the movie. But he's the one. I said, "How do you score this thing? How can you have a game?" Then he explained it to me. So thank you, young man. That's how I know to score. And so I don't follow a lot, but there is cricket is being played in Houston though, so that's good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Carl. Thank you.
Guys,